And that is fantastic. So, I mean, yeah, I just wouldn't, it's not that thrilling.
Yes.
Well, moving along tonight, we do have to move along. I don't know what exactly the hell to, because somebody pissed on my list here, it seems. Pee all over it. Let's see now. I do know there's another commercial segment coming up soon.
Yes.
Wow. Well, not for another 30 minutes yet.
Right.
So let's talk about. Actually, I do know one thing we can talk about.
Yes.
I told the archangel himself, Michael.
Right.
I did tell him to listen to the show today because I was going to explain to him about a certain photo image that he shared with me recently on Twitter.
Yes.
Now, you guys, well, I know, Gilbert, you're on Twitter a lot.
Yes.
Bill, I know you pay somebody to be on Twitter for you.
Right.
So you won't have a fucking clue. I also know that Louis, well, actually, back in 2018,
yes,
Louis tried to get on Twitter.
Yes.
Right.
But he I remember sitting on the phone with you for 5.5 hours one day, explaining all this stuff to you, going through it all with you, Louis, and you didn't get it. You didn't.
Right.
You just didn't get it. You couldn't figure it out.
And I finally figured out how to edit.
Yeah. That was another day of my life gone. But
right.
No, I remember you were he was trying to get it.
Yes.
He really was. I was trying to explain to him how the links work and the tweets and where you go to your profile.
Yes.
And where do you go to tweet something.
Yes.
All that kind of stuff and getting him into it and really understanding the meaning of life.
Yes.
Right.
But yeah, he just he didn't get it.
He called me, and he called me, and he kept calling me, and I wouldn't answer the phone.
Well, because I didn't have all day to waste. But I ended up wasting the whole day.
Right.
But
the music is fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to hear it.
Yeah, see, he thinks Twitter has music, so yeah. Anyway, we Louis is not really on much.
Yes.
Yeah, I think what was the last time you tweeted was January of 2020.
Yes.
Something like that.
Right.
And anyway, so you guys may or may not know what I'm talking about, but there is a meme.
Yes.
M-E-M-E.
Yes.
Meme.
Right.
There's a meme going around, which is, of course, a picture of, well, every time you see the bloody picture, somebody's bastardized it more, right?
Right.
But there's a picture of a sign out in front of a Chinese restaurant.
Yes.
And, of course, every time you see it, the Chinese restaurant has a completely new name.
Yes.
But then the words Chinese restaurant are still there.
Yes.
Right.
Because, it's a Chinese restaurant. Right.
Right.
And then I think there's some meme generator somewhere that you go and log on to, and then you type whatever special message you want down in the lower box.
Yes.
Right.
And, of course, he shared one with me tonight. Says, of course, Moscow Garden is the name of the Chinese restaurant.
Yes.
And then it says Chinese restaurant.
Yes.
But then down below in the message section where the Chinese, the real Chinese restaurant used to put their specials.
Yes.
And Anyway, in the lower portion there, it says, you listen to Coffee and Cigarettes or No Fried Rice or Egg Roll for You. Right?
Right.
And, you know, the people all over the internet for years now, I've seen this thing 4, 5, 6 years.
Yes.
They share this thing out, and it's got whatever message they type in there, and yeah, it's ha ha ha.
Right.
Well, I told Mike that you know, I've got an interesting story about this picture.
Yes.
You know, not that I took it or anything, but I could have.
Right.
Right. See, my hometown is Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, which, of course, is the capital city of British Columbia, even though Vancouver's bigger.
Yes.
Vancouver sucks. So,
Right.
Anyway, Victoria is the capital.
Yes.
And they're out on that long island off the west coast there.
Yes.
And Victoria is the southernmost city down at the very bottom of the island there, closest to Seattle.
Yes.
And one of the I don't know, it used to be a suburb of Victoria.
Yes.
But now of course, they're their own township, and they've got, you know, municipal funds and things, right? So,
Right.
But I don't know, over the course of the last 10, 15 years or so, they've done a lot of development there.
Yes.
There's a lot of Chinese money there now.
Right.
So, of course, there's a lot of developments and everything.
Yes.
Getting back to the meme here, this picture.
Yes.
Okay, this picture of the quote-unquote who knows Chinese restaurant.
Yes.
That is actually in the township of Langford.
Yes.
Okay, that it's been that Chinese restaurant has been there since, God, the 1960s, right?
Yes.
And the original name of the Chinese restaurant was Don Mees.
Yes.
That's DONMEES.
Yes.
There we go, right?
Right.
So it's Don Mees Chinese restaurant.
Yes.
And I know this, of course, because, you know, my entire life, well, pretty much my entire life.
Yes.
Right.
I've been within 20 miles of that sign my most of my life. So,
Right.
Now, where this particular shot is,
yes,
this is facing due south.
Yes.
Okay. On, well, I haven't been there in 12 years, but it's not Happy Valley Road. What the hell's the name of the road? Fucking doesn't matter.
Right.
But I know this because down the left side there, you can actually see the road.
Yes.
Of course, they're taking the shot of the sign, but you can also see down the road. And down the road, you see a couple of street lights down there.
Yes.
Those street lights are actually the front entrance to the school district number 61, the Greater Victoria School District. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But anyway, no, that's in Langford, and back when it was Don Mees,
Yes.
absolutely sensational Chinese food, right?
Right.
But in recent years, like I'm going to want to say like 1989.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 89. Could be 88. Probably not 90.
Yes.
I'm going to say about 1989, they actually they sold the place.
Yes.
And some new people came in. They were East Indian.
Right.
Oh, thank you for calling Microsoft. Yeah.
Right.
So the new East Indian people took over.
Yes.
They renamed the place, and no, not Moscow Garden.
Right.
No, they renamed the place. It went from Don Mees.
Yes.
Of course, it went to Golden City.
Right.
Ah, you come to Golden City.
Right.
Right? Because, you know, East Indian people, they know all about China. So it changed to Golden City.
Yes.
And I remember it used to be kind of a tradition. I don't know frickin' why.
Yes.
But
Right.
you used to be a tradition in that town to go and have Christmas Eve dinner at a Chinese place.
Yes.
All I can think it was like, communist programming, right?
Right.
That's what I'm thinking it was, but whatever the hell it was good.
Yes.
So, now then, the absolute favorite bar none place in the world. I don't care where you are. I don't care if you're in like Hobang, China. Right? You will not get better Chinese food than Ming's.
Yes.
Yes. Mings.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
And sadly, now I've learned in recent years that they've finally gone out of business.
Right.
So I guess me and a select few other people will die knowing that Ming's was the best on earth.
Right.
Yes, even beats New York City by far. Yeah.
Right.
So, no, trust me, Gilbert.
Yes.
No, when I got to New York City, I all my life I kept hearing, "Oh, New York City, oh, it's the best food."
Right.
Oh, you just absolutely be stunned at how incredible the food is in New York City. Oh, it's just,
Right.
right? Yeah, I'm going to tell the world this right now. Okay. The only thing that I found in New York City that was any good at all
Yes.
Right.
were these little fucking hamburger sliders.
Right.
Yeah. Now, a lot of folks in the entertainment biz, they know the restaurant Elaine's.
Yes.
I know you know it, Gilbert.
Yes.
Right.
Of course, everybody who's anybody is there. Kate and I went to a friend of ours, Chuck Pfeiffer. He was a producer of a bunch of movies and shit.
Yes.
But he was having his 70th birthday party.
Yes.
So we got invited down to the party, of course, and everybody was there.
Right.
You walk in, you say hi to Chuck
Yes.
and his wife, and meet the friends, and when they turn around, there's Andy Garcia.
Yes.
Right.
Right? Oh, you turn around, you fucking bumping into James Woods. Like,
Right.
holy shit, everybody's there, right? And no kidding, like Kate almost had a baby.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, just right there on the floor, just because she said go get a couple of drinks.
Yes.
So I go up to the bar and I'm getting a couple of drinks and it's all good. And I turn around and she's standing there.
Yes.
Okay, good. All right, here's your fucking drink.
Yes.
Right.
And that's when it happened.
Right.
Now, all these people are like it. Everybody in the music biz,
Yes.
like fucking God, who wasn't there? Like,
Yes.
Chuck even had friends that were like NFL greats from like the Green Bay Packers in 1977.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Like literally everybody was, well, okay, OJ wasn't there. All right.
Right.
But everybody else was there.
Yes.
Everybody. Well, except William Shatner, he wasn't there. But, neither was Spock, and he only lived 2 blocks away.
Yes.
So,
Right.
but, and then Kate just loses her shit.
Yes.
She's like, oh my God. And I'm like, what? And she's like, it's Carolina Herrera.
Right.
Right? Troglodyte me, I don't know nothing.
Yes.
I'm like, who's she when she's home? Who's that?
Right.
See, my complete, unknowing about society and
Yes.
Right.
I don't know who these people are. Just shake their hands and smile. There you go.
Right.
There you go. Well, I mean, I knew Andy Garcia.
Yes.
And I knew Al Pacino.
Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
You kind of know those guys, right? But I didn't know Carolina Herrera, and then she's like explaining to me. She's like she says, "Do you know the Queen of England?"
Yes.
Right.
And I'm like, duh. Right? Well, she's like, she's the Queen of England except for the fashion world. Right?